Howdy chaps, how are you all doing today? And it's the second update for the German Dampflokomotive BR86. And if you remember in the last one I had the base chassis all done up. In this one now I've got all the construction finished. It's not actually fully glued together yet because she never shuts up. She's in the background, but I have it kind of dry fitted together just so you can see it, and I'll show you now. When we zoom down to the bench, we'll have a look at it, and we'll see all the different bits and pieces that are done to it, and I'm all ready then for painting. So let's go down to the bench. Let's have a look at what state it is in at the moment. Alright, now as you can see, the construction of it is done. There she is. That's how it's gonna look, except painted up, obviously. Hey, there's bits falling out. Like I did say, it's not actually glued on. These have to be glued on later on. Okay, so we'll deconstruct it so you can have a kind of a look at the see. Right, you got the two water holders at the side, and I use both hands now, John. Be careful, because it kind of...
So you're not smashing the smash again?
Yeah, it kind of slits in like that. Right, there's the bit we had the last time. Okay, so we put that aside. And this pops off into two pieces. So here we've got the coal bunker. No, there's a bit too much light in that there. Right, there's the coal bunker with the ladders, light, a few other little bits and pieces. Okay, there's the coal bunker done. And the main cab with the boiler and all that kind of stuff, that's all done as well. If you look in, you can see some lovely little detail in there. Really nice detail, all to be painted up. Now there were a couple of little mistakes in the instructions that I have found. Okay, so let's get out the instructions. Push all these back.
Oh, mistakes.
Right.
You never know when things can make mistakes, because I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Mistakes that I'm after finding, shall we say. First of all, we had the thing where we put on this piece here, number 17. Okay. This is on step 2. It tells you to install it. Then you go up here to step 5. And there you are, they're telling you to install it again. But this time, before you install it, stick in these two rods and attach it to that, and then put in the whole piece. Now, because that was already installed, I had to kind of do all that while it was down inside it, which was doable, but it was a bit more awkward. I mean, it would have been much easier to say fit all that at this stage, except that you'd already that piece already glued in. So that was one, I wouldn't call it a mistake, but a minor little thing. I mean, they didn't have to fit it back on step 2. Up in step 5 you had to fit it. Where else now? I'm trying to remember, really. There's no mistakes. Oh yes, here, on this one. They show you putting this here together, right? Putting that together and doing up the these things onto it, okay? Now, at no stage does it show you to put anything down here. But yet, when you go on to the next picture, there's this piece down here, okay?
Oh my gosh.
Now, I didn't cop that until I had all the assembly done, and then I found these two pieces here, little kind of wedge sections on the sprue, and so that's quite large for it not to actually be installed. So I went back over the whole instructions and found out it wasn't there, but it appears there. So therefore that had to be fitted on. No, it was quite simple. It just glued together and popped it in. There was no problems. But you could quite easily have left it out, because it kind of fits on without it. Fits in better with it, but it does fit on without it.
So it's like a thing you can do it or not, but either way they still kind of made a mistake.
They omitted the installation of it. What else was there? I think there was one other little thing. No, that seems to be it. that seems to be it. So, on the construction of the green parts, as you can see, I've them already done. I haven't put on these because they're going to be painted separately. I mean, well, I can put them on when the whole thing is together. It's just these are a bit fiddly, and I might break off these little indicators or whatever they bloody well are. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, this ramp here, if you look at the very, very back of the instructions, there's a pipe and a few other bits and pieces that go on, but they link both the cab and the coal bunker together. So it's when the whole thing is glued together and the whole assembly is done. So it's something to do after it. After you get the main painting done, I can fit all that and, you know, glue all together and then paint those bits separately again. So the next step for me now is to get this all painted up.
Yep.
I'll be using the main colour in this will be XF63 German grey. There we go. XF63. You can see the 63, but it says German grey. I swear it does. Honestly.
When you put your hand over it, it looks a bit darker, but it's kind of a light grey.
Yeah. There we go. German grey XF63. That's the colour I'm going to use for the
Actually, it is kind of dark.
for the whole lot of that. Okay, so in the next clip we'll have it all painted, and we got to assemble the last parts of it then. So I'm going to have a busy weekend ahead of me. I'm going to get this painted, get it glued together, then get it gloss coated, decals, and dull coated then for a finish, and a small bit of weathering as well. I'll just give it a wash and a dry brush, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, so catch you on the next clip where we'll have it all nicely painted up. Right, now we're back again. Isn't that quick? Now, as you see, I've got it. I got the base colours on. I got it. Did the interior painting on it. Wasn't much. It was just a couple of little spots of red and a small bit of the brass looking thing on it. And I did silver on the wheels, where the wheels would touch the tracks. I did a bit of silver on that. And I did the decals. Yep, I had the decals on as well. There we go, there's one of the decals. We got numbers at the back. Same at that side. There's a couple of small little ones there, as you can see. And we've just got some numbers and things at the front as well. Okay, we've got the number there at the front, and there's two small ones down at the down here. There's one here and there's one there. So that's the decals. They're flipping tiny. With the sit on it there. With this one here, decal came in two pieces. You had the main part here with sort of half the swastika, and you had another little bendy piece, tiny little one, a separate one to make up the swastika. So they won't give you the swastika on it, but they'll give you the pieces to make it. So there she is. She's glass coated, decaled, painted, glass coated, decaled. Next step for this now is to give it another coat of the glass coat, and then give it its bit of weathering. Now the weathering I'm going to do with this is very, very subtle and very, very minimal, purely because this is going to be there's going to be more added onto it, okay, and there might be further weathering down the line, okay. I'm not 100% sure yet. So to get it up to scratch and up to where it's good, it's finished, if you know what I mean, but not totally finished. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glass coat it again, like I said, give the glass coat dry in a good while, then give it a pin wash with black, just plain black pin wash, just to highlight some of the little areas and things, maybe a bit of a dry brushing, and then dull coat it, and then leave it at that. So the next time you see it, all that will be done, and that will be, say, the finish of it, you know. It will be finished. I'm not going to paint the tracks yet either, because I'm ordering a Leopold, the Hobby Boss Leopold, same make as this, and that'll come with a section of tracks. And when I put the two sections of tracks together, I'm going to paint them all together and weather them all together, so they'll blend in, rather than having this and then the next piece, and it looks as if it's to get me two pieces, separate pieces put together to make it look all the one. I'm going to paint it all together. So next time you see it, like I said, lads, it will have the little bit of weathering done to it, and it will be dull coated. Okay, so we'll catch you up when that's done. Right, lads, so when I left you there, we had it gloss coated and we had it decaled. So all I had to do then was just finish off the bit of weathering. Like I said, not too much weathering. I didn't do too much weathering on it, and I didn't do anything to the tracks. I'm not doing anything to the tracks until the whole thing is finished, as in the whole dio is finished, because I got stuff to add on to it. I have a Leopold gun, which I'm working on at the moment, and I'm trying to get my hands on some flatbeds and some covered wagons. So if anybody knows, like I still can't find any. I've been searching like mental through the different shops and things, trying to find 1/72 scale flatbeds. So if anybody out there knows where I can get some, let me know and I can get my hands on them. So without further ado, let's go down to the bench and we'll have the final reveal. Yep, finally finished. The final reveal of the German Dampflokomotive BR86. Hi, so there she is, chaps, all finished with a nice bit of weathering done on it. Just dirtied up a bit, that's all I wanted. I didn't want it too weathered or over weathered or anything like that. I just wanted a kind of a few streaks and some sort of grime. Okay, it's a bit grimy, which is just perfect for what I wanted. There's the front of it. And like I said, I've done nothing to the stand because I want to do all the tracks at the same time, if you get my drift, so that they all match in and they all blend in together. Okay, I did get some bit of oil streaking and stuff done on it. There at the back. I just gave it a black enamel wash, simple as that. Use a little bit of Agrex Earthshade just to give it some streaking effects, and used me graphite pencil just to shine up the silvery parts and things on it. So that's it. Beautiful little kit from Hobby Boss. Very enjoyable to make, very enjoyable indeed. I'll stick in a few still pictures of for a finish at the end of this, and leave it at that, I suppose. So that's it, lads. That's the German Dampflokomotive, because I couldn't get the moist Flokomotive, or even the mildly moist Flokomotive. That's the damp one. Okay, beautiful little kit from Hobby Boss in 1/72 scale. So lads, thank you for taking the time out to watch the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already subscribed, and if you have subscribed, thank you very much. And don't forget to give it the old thumbs up. Okay, so catch you on the next one, lads. Stay safe, and in the meantime, go out and buy yourself a kit, build it, and enjoy it. This is John signing off. Until the next time, and until the next update of whatever I'm doing. How's that?